Filming?
Yep.
This is Brian Halverston, District Service Manager for Generous Motors.
Yeah.
And Corvette fan.
Yes.
Right? #1 fan. Tell us about your car, Brian.
Oh, I bought it new about 2 years ago from down the street, Roy Foss Chev. Actually, I saw it when it arrived.
Yeah.
And, looked at it for about 8 months.
So you didn't order it?
No, this thing was in the showroom for like almost 10 months. I used to look at it every time I could do a dealer contact, and finally, Sam Alamo, the dealer.
Yeah.
One day, I think it was just after Christmas, I was talking to him, wishing him best of the season, and we started talking about the car, and we ended up negotiating by email, and before I do it, I bought it.
You owned it.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas to me.
It's my second vet. I had first car I ever bought when I started with General Motors in 1980. I bought an 81 vet, new one.
Okay.
Wasn't a very good car, but it was a vet.
They don't really make a bad one, do they?
Well, the early ones when they built them out of St. Louis before
Yeah.
they moved to Bowling Green, they weren't that well
That's
built.
funny. You're my 6th interview. I don't see any 81s on here.
Yeah, actually that beige one over there is an 80, I think.
Yeah.
But it's they just the St. Louis cars. That was an old plant.
Yeah.
Then they moved to Bowling Green in '81, midway through the production cycle, and then Bowling Green cars improved. Plant was a better plant, newer plant.
Yeah.
But I've driven C3s, 4s, 5s, C6s.
Yeah.
I haven't driven a C7 yet. Looking forward to trying that car.
I'll bet you are.
I'm going to sell this car for one of those. That's my car. Yeah, I really love the C7.
You're not going to retire on us, are you?
4 more years. So you may get me back, Brian.
Perfect.
Get me back into that. Love the car. I love the color. I get a lot of compliments over the kind of combination gray over gray wheels with the light gray titanium interior. Very few of them built. Actually, I think with that interior, there was only that interior in 2010. There's only I think 8 cars. And there's only about 14 or 15 with the gray wheels.
Really?
Yeah. Very few dealers bring them in with the gray wheels. They always put chromes or the very few.
Why?
I think it's just because dealers, funny about dealers, they seem to feel you have to put chromes when you load up a car.
Oh, okay.
And very few, in the gray combination, I've only seen maybe a couple of dealers ever bring them in. They always seem to put chromes.
Interesting.
Yeah. That's why I like your 2 vets.
Yeah.
Your vets that you have.
The black one and the gray one.
Yeah, are both nice with them. Well, they came with the optional black wheels, I think, or maybe it's standard, but it makes the car stand out. You see so many chrome ones. You see so many red, black. I like the gray.
Yeah. And why'd you pick the Grand Sport?
Well, see, I've always liked the wide body. I drove for 10 days a Z06, a yellow one.
Yeah.
It was the prize car one.
Okay.
And I love the wide body vet.
Yeah, I'm with
But
you.
I always if I was going to buy a vet, I would have had to buy something I wanted either a coupe with a removable roof or convertible. Originally, I just wanted a coupe. So when they came up with the Grand Sport in 2010, it was like, wow, that's a Z06
Yeah.
with a either convertible or a removable roof. So that became the car I wanted.
Okay.
As soon as I came out with that car in 10, I decided that when I order one,
Yeah.
it would be a Grand Sport. And because to me, I like Z06s, but I wouldn't want to open it. I like the fact you can pop the roof off and open the air. It's kind of,
I see.
or you can get a convertible.
Well, they come in a convertible now, don't they? That was new in 13.
Well, that's the.
13, I think
But
they
that's
did.
a 427.
Okay.
That's a collector edition car. That does not have the Z06 aluminum frame.
Ah, okay.
So it's really this car,
Yeah.
steel frame car, with a 427.
Okay.
So they put the Z06 engine, driveline, tranny
But not the body.
in a Grand Sport car, but they keep the Z06, but it's not the aluminum, because ZR1s and Z06s have aluminum frame.
You know what? You know one of the things I love about Corvette guys the most?
Well,
They know everything about every Corvette ever made.
I've already been online chatting with the US Chevy.com to know how much the US C7 is. I mean, the car I want.
Really?
Well, it starts at 53.2 or 53.5
Really?
for a base coupe with the Z51 handling package.
Wow.
So I'm kind of hoping GM Canada fixes their pricing, as you and I have discussed
Exactly.
many times.
No, we'd love to get back in that game a little better than we have been
Yeah,
here
we
in
have.
Canada.
We've got a couple of nice vets. Some
Right
of my
down
other
here.
dealers, I've looked at them. Some of my other dealers have some really nice vets, but man, it's frustrating when they don't get sold because people go to the States and buy them.
Yeah. Got anything you want to say that'll get yourself in trouble at General Motors?
Well, I probably
Anything
just
else?
said, I don't care. I've already said it to the regional manager that we
Yeah.
our pricing on vets needs to be corrected.
Right.
Like,
It's not enough just to hold out that you can't have your warranty for 6 months and 5,000 miles.
I was at a show up in Mike Jackson last week in Collingwood,
Yeah.
and I went and looked at most of the C6s, the newer ones,
Yeah.
and I think 50% of them were U.S. cars.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
you just look at the movies when you brought in, I just checked those.
They are
And you know what? That's what
they're not
dealers are
above
doing.
it. Right. But there's no reason the dealers in Canada shouldn't be able to be in that market,
I agree,
right? So.
I agree. But I love the car. I may not buy the C7, but if I can get a reasonable price for this, I'm probably going to put it on consignment at a dealer, and when they sell it, that dealer will get the new one.
Perfect. Well, I know who. Here at Leggett Chev, we want to be that dealer. So
Yeah.
welcome,
Yeah.
Brian.
Thank you very much for inviting me, Brian.
Great. So
Nice
glad
show.
you could come. Use this video to bring the rest of your friends from the Durham Club next year.
Yeah, well, they're all up. Actually, Enzo down there with the sexy blue, he's with her.
Oh, okay. That's a pretty car.
That's it. Yeah, he wins a lot of shows.
I'll bet he does. That's a custom paint job, right?
Oh, custom. That's probably 50 grand and stuff. Enzo's nuts.
We like